Here is Animals Man number 2, and this is the second issue of Animals Man, and that is why I said it was Animals Man number 2. I'm not sure if I can even review this. I've already had 12 aborted attempts because the pages are a bit crap. It's really hard to turn a single page at a time in the comic. You have to really focus to separate them. This is by Morrison, and the artist is Chaz from Chaz and Dave. You know, they did that song that goes rabbit, 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 rabbit. You know them, you know Chaz and Dave. Well, Chaz, he is not very good at drawing cats. Animals Man, he has gone to a lab and there is a monkey abomination of science that is freaky looking, and I didn't really like looking at it. Autistics like me, they really cannot stand stuff like this. And then there is a gigantic cockroach. And Animals Man, he's going to find who broke into the lab and did this to the monkeys. We have also got Banana Beast. He is another character who is in this comic book. He is the one who broke into the lab and did that to the monkeys. But the best part of the comic is probably this bit coming up. Not this bit with a badly drawn cat and some redneck racists. And not even this bit here with some kid asking Animals Man for his autograph, thinking that he is Acro Man. But instead, this bit here where Superman shows up. Superman, he was just flying by and he drops in to say hello to Animals Man. And he's just written really well. He's like a totally swell guy. And it's a nice little bit that also makes Animals Man feel quite small. Then we get back to Banana Beast. He's getting a bit mad and he's creating all these horrible abominations. And here he fuses a rat to a homeless man. He creates a homeless rat. And naturally, Animals Man, he ends up fighting against this new monstrosity. Then we have got Animals Man's wife. A little bit of a subplot with her. Also his daughter. And then we have got some of the funniest, worst plotting ever. This is adorable. There is no way that Van Morrison didn't do this intentionally. He needed an animal for Animals Man to use his powers on, to copy its natural abilities. So he just has a prostitute with a pet praying mantis. She just happens to be walking down the street going, "Ooh, me pet praying mantis needs some feeding, it does." It's ridiculous. Best part of the issue, probably. So Animals Man, he is fighting the homeless-sized rat, and he copies the praying mantis's powers. And of course, the praying mantis, it has got a variety of gifts that allow Animals Man to somewhat competently fight against a human-sized rat. The prostitute, you never see her anymore, which is a shame because I absolutely nailed her voice. She served her purpose of having a pet praying mantis. So Animals Man's daughter, she ends up, her and her mum, Animals Man's wife, they both end up crossing paths with the racist hillbillies. This isn't gonna end well, is it? I smell a threat of rape. So we have got Animals Man. We've got quite a decent sized fight with him and a big rat. I did say this was the sort of thing that was missing from the first issue. We really needed something just to show us Animals Man applying his powers in a superhero setting. So I think the first 2 issues of this series, read them together, they feel more like a full package. But what's interesting is Animals Man, he gets beaten by the homeless rat. And not only that, but he gets his arm sliced off. Now that is a cliffhanger, which is ironically something that, with only one arm, Animals Man would not be very good at. Hanging from a cliff. If only there was some sort of an animal species out there that could regrow limbs or reattach limbs, but there's just none. There's none at all. So Animals Man, he will never ever have an arm again. And there is an advert that is better than the series it is advertising. Animals Man is a weird beast. Pun intended, maybe. Some of the pacing is not quite there, but it is Van Morrison, so you don't know if it is a mistake or him being subversive. I do think that the first two issues read a lot better together, back to back, but individually, well, this one, I suppose, it is a bit better than the first one. There was very clearly more of the expected stuff from the medium here, whereas the first issue, that was playing with the template. The major strength is that Animals Man and his family, they have been established well and they feel like real people, so you are invested in them pretty early on, and that is good. I'm going to rate it 7 thumbs up.